Let's talk about a man that came to the league and won in his first season, and everybody said he's winning with he's using club's team to win, and it's choking seriously. And then we played against Bournemouth. This like he played against Bournemouth this weekend, and I thought that they were getting back on their feet. Like I've noticed that they were not losing; they were drawing games, and so I thought like, okay, when you're in a bad form, the best thing to do is first start drawing games first, and we'll progress from there. So I assumed that okay, we're going to beat Bournemouth. No, Bournemouth is pressing football, but I think last minute they got unlucky and they lost. Liverpool lost, and right now they're not in the top four. So yeah, what do you guys think went wrong tactically? What does it mean going forward? I know Michael loves Liverpool. One time
they are working alone right now. I'm not working with them anymore. Honestly, I feel like because I watched the game yesterday with a Liverpool fan, and he pointed out something to me that yes, they've been on the unbeaten run, but it's been 2 wins in that unbeaten run, and almost everything else were draws. Yesterday's game did not seem up for it. Like, you know what Bournemouth is going to do. Bournemouth are aggressive. They will pursue you until you are seeing red in your eyes. You have to be up for it, and they were not up for it at all. The first goal, Van Dijk just basically gave up. And the guy crossed ball, and it was in this side. He was saying it's the wind. They did get tired, and it could be also because they had a midweek game, right? And Bournemouth did not.
Does that count for us now too?
we'll talk about. We don't know yet. When we get to
we're talking about Arsenal later, but yeah. But yeah, Liverpool, because Liverpool, there's a tactical problem there in that they're not controlling games the way they were controlling last season. They're not pressing the way they are pressing. It feels to me like clear-cut chances are not coming the same way that they were last season. Salah's drop-off is just another problem that they have to. Salah's drop-off is insane on another level. But the main thing is they're not up for. They're so almost lackadaisical. They're not being the Liverpool, the strong Liverpool. Almost like the Klopp era thing that was in their body. That whole get pressing is completely gone now. There are so many factors there. I still think they might finish top 5, but it's going to be a struggle.
Liverpool is very difficult to talk about because with the squad they have on paper, all season I've been believing that they have the ability to go, 4-5 games on a 4-5 game winning run, but every time they try to, something happens again. I mean, they're having some injuries. Van Dijk is a big problem. Their manager and their fans are not ready to accept it, but Van Dijk is a big problem. They seem to blame everything on Konate. Yesterday, Konate was out of the picture, and see how bad Van Dijk was.
Out of the crime scene.
Yeah. Van Dijk has this unique ability to always push it on Konate. He made the mistake and he was waving his hand to say, where my defenders are, why didn't you help me? That was solely your fault. Unfortunately, all the players they bought did not click. But I think the number one thing for them is Salah. Yesterday, Salah had multiple shooting opportunities where, his trademark calling the ball. And he didn't do that. He didn't take any. He was just there. I still think they'll make the top 5.
I don't buy the injuries excuse because they only have one regular player injured. Their starting players are fit except Isak.
They bought a defender.
He has not even played, so he has been injured since.
But he would have been strength in depth, though.
So I'm just saying that their fall off has been since before injury. So
Isak is out as well.
Yeah, Isak was not even part of the team.
Their problem is at the back. So I don't think Isak is a big miss for them.
Honestly,
I think their main problem is midfield, actually. Not back. Their midfield is porous.
If you are not defending and you are scoring more than your opponent, you can win games, which is what they were doing in the beginning of the season. They were scoring
that in the Premier League.
It's not sustainable.
How sustainable is that?
Maybe with Isak, it's
Angie was doing that.
It's never sustainable. Klopp did it his first season. I did not work out for him.
But where did he get to? What position?
My own thought is that the players are used to playing the Klopp model. So the Klopp model is more, we win the ball in the opponent's half of in the opponent's final, last quarter of the field, such that when we win the ball high up, we have better chance of scoring. So there's less pressure on the midfield and there's less pressure on the defense. So because they play so high up that when you get the ball, before you know what's happening, Diaz is on you, Nunes is on you, that by the time you play one or two passes, you have misplaced the pass. That's what they do. And so Van Dijk has never been under pressure like this ever in his career. So you want Van Dijk to become Cellini overnight. It's not possible. He's not used to.
But it's a wide range.
So it's not possible now because he's someone that if you watch, Van Dijk has a lot of, his main role in the club model was to spray long passes from the back to Salah or to, long passes forward. That was Van Dijk's main job. Defending is more like just mop up when Konate goes, mop up then initiate an attack again. But the model Slot wants to play is possession football. McAllister is not good at possession football. Gravenberch is not good at it. Szoboszlai is not good at it. They are not good at possession football because that is their first problem. The structure of a team, how a team is used to playing, they're not good at it. So Liverpool fans that I know say, let's just go back to the club model. All this, we want to control games. We don't have the players to control games. Because what Bournemouth did yesterday was simply like, you want to control games, no problem. We know your fullback will go forward. We are going to put fast players where those fullbacks play, and those fast players will not come back. You lose the ball. We are going to lob it to those fast players. Then you will leave them alone with Gomez or Van Dijk. And that was what they did for 2 goals. The first 2 goals came exactly like that. They lobbed the ball to where this guy would be, Kekes would be. And he wasn't there. He was already behind. He couldn't beat the attacker. First one was Van Dijk thought the ball had gone out. That one crossed the ball in, scored. Second one, that one just ran to go straight and shot at goal. And that was why Kekes was removed at halftime. And they brought in a more defensive Robertson. So then such that place was a bit like stable. But now, they even went central. They were like, no problem, we won't go flanks anymore. We'll go directly through the middle. And Evan Nilsson should have scored like another 1 or 2 goals as well to go in directly to the middle. Liverpool didn't create chances yesterday. They scored 2 set-piece goals.
Arsenal does that all seasons.
I'm saying that we go to Arsenal later. I'm saying that you said they are scoring goals, but they scored 2 set piece goals. I'm saying that if they had to score 2 goals from set piece yesterday,
goals are goals. That's the point.
I'm not saying they are not goals. I'm saying that the way they play, so they are supposed to control games and be able to create chances, right? But their best 2 chances yesterday were from set pieces, which even shows that creating chances.
I'm telling you that Arsenal plays, controls games, and they score set piece goals.
I agree. I'm just saying that Lot's model of let us control games, they're not creating a lot of chances from it, and they are conceding a lot of goals. At least Arsenal is not conceding a lot of goals.
So if we are casting Liverpool as all doom and gloom, how are they going to make this top 4 or 5th position? Because the way we are all sounding here is like, okay, these guys want to play possession football. They don't have the players to do it. So do you think they're going to be in the 4th or 5th position? Let me go out to see what.
If Chelsea and Man U continues with this winning style, Liverpool might not finish in top 5 because they are just 3 points away from the 10th position team. It could go wrong in the next 3 games. They are playing Spurs or so, and they are playing Man City next. Depending on what happens in the next 2 games.
I still believe they'll finish top 5. My opinion, we still need to. Man U has to still go and play all those teams that play no block. They've just played 2 games against teams that they had to defend. We have to actually see Man U play those other games. Yes, they have the pot, but instead, if Bueno doesn't have space to run into, what will happen? If Ahmad doesn't have space to run into, what happens? And now, I feel like the quality of Liverpool's players can take them to 5th over every other team.
Do you think they can beat Newcastle next week?
Absolutely not. Newcastle.
Do you think they can beat Man City next week?
Funny enough, I feel like that Man City game is going to be open. Liverpool, Man City.
I want them to beat Man City, by the way. So their next game is, it's what's called Newcastle, Man City, Sunderland away. After Sunderland, they go and play Forest away. Forest they've been doing very well. Low block of life. Then game 28, they're going to play. They are playing West Ham. So in their next 5 games, they are not sure they would even win any one of them.
They draw all.
If they draw all, they are not even going to be in top 6 or top 7 conversation.
Anything can change in football. Because I remember when they were so bad, we thought that they were not going to be football. But again, they won 1 or 2, or they drew some games and they got into the conversation again. That's how these things
Yeah.
work.
Them getting to
Well,
conversion was because everybody else was bad.
True,
They've
like-
not picked up form since they won their first 5 games at the beginning of the season.
They have now. They've gone unbeaten. They were the longest unbeaten team in Europe.
They've won only 4
it was
games since
draw
October.
They were the longest unbeaten team in that period. Then that's still some form.
It's not fun
that's
when
what I'm
you
saying now.
when you
It
drop
was-
into 2 points every week.
But when you are not losing,
Very
you know, it
deceitful.
doesn't
It's
get
better to
you.
lose and win than to draw 2 games.
That's true. But if you are not losing games, then you know there's still like a good morale in the team.
And that's why I said, at least you're
And-
not.
And the thing with Liverpool, the edge Liverpool have over Chelsea and Man U is they still have more players with individual brilliance that can change a game.
I agree.
So that's the advantage they have. I think it also depends on the head-to-head in these games. Liverpool, Chelsea, Liverpool, United. Those games will play a big part in who finishes top 4.
too.
Yeah.
Also, too, you see, these smaller teams also believe that they can actually get top 5, top 6 as well, too, because if it's only 3 points between 6th or 5th and 10th, why can't I try? I don't know if you get the point. Like, so if there's only Chelsea's on 37 points, Liverpool's on 36 points, and what's it called? Sunderland is on 33 points. So if Sunderland wins the next game and Liverpool loses, Sunderland goes up. So everybody knows that now that between 10th and 6th, one win can take you from 10th to 6th easily. Now Chelsea has escaped a bit because it's only Liverpool that can go over Chelsea and Man U now. So
How
that
do
is
you
what
mean?
is. So because Chelsea's on 37 points and you have a good goal difference, so Fulham is the only team that can go ahead of you based on goal difference. You have a plus 14 goal difference, and Fulham is on 0. So Fulham will need to score 14 more goals if they win their next game and you don't win to go ahead of you. So it's only Liverpool now that can go over above Chelsea and Man U. So there's that small gap. But Liverpool is now in the same potter fight with everybody to 10th. They don't have a good goal difference. So if Newcastle picks win 3, you can win 2 games now. Newcastle is going to be fighting for top 5. Man U has relatively, I call it like winnable fixtures, because on the bounce of Man City, Arsenal, they are playing Fulham next at Old Trafford. It's going to be a
The
tough
type
game.
of games that Amorim would go to lose, but we don't know. Carrick is up and running, so we don't
So
know.
I kind of feel that like Man U were on the path to actually finish top 5, top 6 before, even with Amorim.
Yes, you are very
That
right.
part as well too.
You are very right
So-
about that.
We're on that path as well. So even Chelsea with Enzo too were on the path to finish top 5, top 6 too. They were on that path as well. Don't forget that Chelsea was second before and was just 3 points away from Arsenal. Yeah, I feel both teams kind of have a relatively more better structure right now than Liverpool. So I would pick them to finish above Liverpool based on what Liverpool is doing currently that nobody even knows.